reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. Injured? With over $25 billion recovered for our clients, there's a reason to go big. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe it's time the world sees your smile. Whether it's a single tooth, dentures, or dental implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone.
Go ahead and smile.
No other station like us. 7 News 19. No other station like us. Now at 10.
Forced to fire, South Florida deputies say they had no choice but to shoot while trying to stop a man they say triggered tragedy. A fluoride fight in Miami-Dade County may not be over. Commissioners voting to pass the measure, but the mayor could still veto it. A man caught and cuffed after a couple he threatened fights back, and they won. The story on just one station. The stock market still jittery as businesses figure out their next step. But one of the countries hit hardest by tariffs is not backing down. Plus, chomp chomp, more like champ champ. The Florida Gators swamping the competition and winning the
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat. And he's this is a make or break season. He's got to make an impact. Good morning, all you beautiful people out there. It is freaking Tuesday, April 8th. Wow, we got a lot going on. You see by the click in there, Diddy, we got some news. We got new charges. We got a lot to talk about today. Wow, I was going through this morning, and I said, there's a lot of things I got to pull up on the damn computer, and a lot of things are going on and going off. I said, shit, the sound's not on, the computer's on. What is going on? Good morning to all you beautiful people out there. If you guys have a busy morning, hopefully you guys can join my show this morning and make it better. Laugh, joke, make fun of me, make fun of other people, have a good time. Obviously, everybody in the chat, welcome to the building and welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. And we got a lot going on. I'm just saying, before I get into the whole Diddy situation, I'm going to tell you something that happened. Sad, sad, sad story, but I want to break it down for you. Good morning to all you beautiful people coming here. Brenda, good morning to you. How you doing? Stevie's girl, how you doing? Pipple, Mama, Tracy, Jeff Lee, Diane in the building. How the hell are you doing? Pops in the house. How are you? Everybody coming in here right now. James looks twice. How are you doing in the live stream? Welcome back. Roger, how you doing? People that are in the chat, if I didn't say your name, I'm just scrolling up. Leave a message so I could shout your name out in the live stream right now. I greatly appreciate you. And we're going to dive into it. And as you know, today on our show, when we hit 100 people in the live, we spin that wheel, give out some damn money like we always do. You know how we do it, rocking and rolling. 200, we spin it twice, and so on. And in the chat today, good morning to you guys. There's a lot to talk about. So track, meet, murder. I don't know if you guys seen this before we get into the whole Diddy conversation. I was on the internet yesterday, and you know you scroll around a little bit before you come on the media, and you want to see what's going on. You want to say a couple new, you want some new things that are happening. You want to stay in the trends and all that, right? So listen, do you guys understand? It is so damn hard to raise kids nowadays. I mean, it is, because there's so many things happening they have to be prepared for. If you see here, this is Carmelo from Texas. I'm going to read a message here and explain what happened. I'm going to slide that over so you guys can see it. I know it was a little harder to see there on the live stream on the vertical format. You can't read the bottom of the screen. It's a little bit bigger. It's built for a horizontal format. But basically, okay, there was a young kid, let's call him a kid, 17 years old, right? I'm going to read the message for you now. And I'm also going to, I'm going to scroll here for a minute and slide this over so you guys can actually see this. Give me 1 second here. There we go. What's bothersome, right, is raising kids nowadays is obviously difficult, right? Everybody knows that. And when I'm taking a look at what happened, I take a look at this kid here. I'm going to pull up the picture again. make sure I fix the bottom here so you guys can see it properly on the screen. I apologize. Here we go. So, and if it doesn't pop up, I apologize. Anyway, track meet murder. The gentleman here, Carmelo, he's got the same name as the basketball player, Carmelo Anthony. Now, spelled a little bit different. Now, this kid apparently is arrested and charged with murder for stabbing to death another kid at a track meet. Now, the hardest part I want to talk about today, before we get into the whole Diddy case, is when I see stuff like this, I think about parents. I think about the kid, the young kid. You look at the kid's eyes. And here's the kid here, okay, that was killed. Now, Texas high school football star. This was at a track meet when it happened. This is Texas high school football star, 17, dies in twin brother's arms at stadium. What happened during a track meet? You can't see the bottom there of the screen, obviously, with the word. So take a look at this for a second. The reason I'm showing you this is because all this now is going viral on the internet. I thought it was important to say. Then here, $250,000 was raised for him, Austin Metcalf, the kid that has died, and the alleged killer, $65,000 has been raised in this whole situation. So now people are raising money to help this shit out, and I'm going, man, this is all stuff that could be prevented, right? Over like a seat. And I'm going to read the message to you in a second so you guys can know what happened. We're going to get to Diddy in just 1 second. I'm going to read this to you so you guys can hear what actually happened. Texas high schooler fatally stabbed at a track meet, okay? So listen to this right now. The 17-year-old accused of fatally stabbing a fellow teen at a Texas track meet. It says here, he warned him, touch me and see what happens. Now, I get that. He warned him. He said, touch me and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to show this picture again, pull it up. All right, the gentleman on the right. And here's the thing. At first, you see this picture and you go, okay, this shows up like a mugshot, like this kid's in trouble. It looks like he could be a troubled kid. And then you see him dressed here. It's like, these were sharp kids. I mean, look, he was dressed up. They said he had a good GPA. He said he had good parents. All this stuff's going on, right? And it looks like he's being labeled as a bad person. And then you look at, the family here is Texas high school athlete, gone too soon, was apparently a standout athlete, was a good kid. Yeah, they had a twin brother. And the list goes on and on. And this is breaking news because I thought this was important for people to come to the chat today. If you're joining us right now, welcome to the live stream. First time, let us know. And yes, when we had 100 people in today's show, we're spinning that wheel, giving out some money like we always do. People in the chat, Trisha, welcome to the live stream as well. I see your name, Jonathan. Welcome to the live stream this morning. Everyone, if I didn't say it, Brittany's in the building today also. So you know what? I got to hit the button here if my damn live stream and system is working on my audio. Here we go.
Make some noise!
We're going to get to the Diddy case in just one moment, but I just want to read this to you so you can understand. Authorities have charged Carmelo Anthony, a student athlete from Frisco Centennial High School, with murder after he allegedly stabbed the 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. Okay? So he stabs the kid dies, and literally dies in the hands of his twin brother. And so the shitty part about this whole situation is you see a kid like this and you go, oh my God, they show this picture like a mugshot situation, right? And they show the kid over here like, oh, this handsome kid loses his life and dies. And then, they show all this and you're like, man, you feel bad. And then you start to dig into it and you go, this kid, they both have a lot going on and they could both be great kids in school. Shitty situation. I just want to bring that to your attention. They're raising a bunch of money for this whole situation. Literally at a track meet over like a seat. It was like fighting over a seat. Horrible situation. And now we're going to dive into what today's show is actually. I wanted to bring that to your attention if you guys didn't see that. So Diddy news update, life behind bars. People in the building right now coming to the chat. Coming in the building right now. Make some noise.
Make some noise!
People in the live stream right now, we're going to dive into the Diddy case. We got some new charges we're going to go into here. As you see, Diddy new charges filed. We're going to the piece of the pie here. Diddy's life, is it in danger? Is he in danger? Diddy's prison time as we move forward with attorneys, all this that's going on. Some new opportunities to talk about. Obviously, the Diddy case. Who is next? This is a part of the piece here. And then the Diddy trial. Hollywood versus Holly Weird. In the chat right now, people, you got to admit, Hollywood is changing by the day. More people by the day are speaking out, more charges to be filed. My thing is this. How many charges can you actually file on someone Like, there's so many charges. If I'm an attorney sitting there, I'm going, I'm looking at Diddy going, bro, I mean, how many charges can you actually defend, right? We're talking about a guy who every single day they have another charge, right? And they're not like, it's not like, a bag of weed, It's like, and I hate to laugh about it because I'm not trying to make it be okay or funny, but it's like, how many sex trafficking charges can you get before you're like, bro, shit's over? I mean, and then it's like innocent until proven guilty, right? In the chat right now, if you're watching us live in the building, get ready. We're spinning that wheel today, giving out some damn money at 100 people in the chat.
Make some noise!
Waking up the crew here. So we got some new charges filed we're going to go into. But first things first, Life Behind Bars will give you a quick update for people that haven't seen the show before and now what's going on. Life Behind Bars, Diddy is eating shit he doesn't want to eat. Diddy is sleeping on shit he doesn't want to sleep on, hanging out with people he doesn't want to hang out with, living in a small room he doesn't want to be in. And obviously, a lot has transpired since he's been arrested back end of last year. All right. So people come to the chat right now. What I'm saying is this. Okay. If you just joined us, the breaking news was the high school kid that was killed in a stabbing, which was basically the point of that was just how hard is it nowadays to be a parent, right? And then to grow up in this world knowing you're like, kids can do anything, man. The guy had a freaking, it's on my mind. Why he had a knife is just, it's mind-boggling to me. You're walking around with a knife to stab people. That's the part that I'm like, come on, something's going on here, right? Now let's move on to this piece here. What is life behind bars like for someone like Diddy, right? And I try to explain this as much as I can to people that are coming to the live stream in the past. We had live shows and we had a lot of people on here. All these people I'm going to get into in just one moment that people are suspects. I'm going to get into the new charges. Can you imagine going from living the kind of life that Diddy was living with all this money for all these years? And you got to go back in time. We're going, and even, by the way, he even had money when he was younger. People were like, oh, he had a lot more money than a lot of people when he was younger as well. But when he grew up into this whole music situation, I had a lot of videos I want to show you. And like now talking about Puff, with Tupac murder, and all these kind of things coming out with Biggie and all this kind of shit. Biggie Smalls, if you guys listen to me right now on the live stream, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of shit's going on. So when I'm taking a look at this picture, right? Now, there's also a human being behind this picture as well. Like you look at a man and you go, this guy is, like a lot of people right now are going, scumbag, because you only have in your mind what you're hearing, right? And all of it could be true. The evidence that's popping up and giving this man life behind bars, he's calling his family, right? And his kids are singing happy birthday. You wanted the saddest thing I've ever seen. One of the saddest, this is one of the saddest things I've ever seen, was his young daughter. She's got to be like 4. I don't know how old. He's got kids. I'm going to pull up how many kids he's got. And she's singing happy birthday to him on the phone. And they're like, he's like, I'll be home soon. I'll be home soon. I'll be home soon. And the reality is, which I'm going to read in just one moment, is how many charges, that are popping up, right? And you're talking about a guy who was living the ultimate dream life, the ultimate life that people would love to have in a lot of ways, okay? And I'm going to read the Diddy new charge right now. If you're on the screen in the live stream right now, first time, let me know. Zippity's in the building. Ray Rios in the building. All the Mason Mobs is in the house. Trisha, how the hell you doing? People in the chat right now and our lovely moderators, if you're in the building right now, smack that damn like button right now and get ready to 100 people because we're getting ready to drive it up in 200. Here we go right now. Let me read this because this was just announced, okay? Let me read this message. Let me scroll down. Federal prosecutors have added 2 more sex trafficking charges to Sean Diddy Combs' indictment. The new charges, it says, allege he forced a woman to engage in sex acts for money as recently as last year, that Combs helped transport her and others to engage in prostitution. Now, if you're watching this live right now and you understand what I'm talking about, Truck Nation in the building, how you doing? Bethlehem Cross in the building, how the hell are you doing?
Make some noise!
The reason why this is, I want to ask you guys a question, right? When you talk about prostitution, you talk about sex trafficking, it's like in your mind, you're like, oh man, what did he do? How did he get these people there? Some people were willing to do this stuff. Some people were unwilling to do this stuff. And if they're willing to do it, the shit's still illegal anyway. And then some places it's legal in the world, but basically it's illegal anyway. And then if he's doing it and bringing them across state lines, basically he's got international, or state by state sex trafficking charges. And that sounds bad already. And then it's like, if they didn't want to do it, he's forcing them to do it. These are some of the charges. Now, Sean Diddy Combs faced new charges of sex trafficking and prostitution. Here's another message here. It says, them don't hit Sean Diddy Combs. This is what it says. Them gon' hit Sean Diddy Combs. This is the message from Crystal Hayes. Them gon' hit Sean Diddy Combs with two new criminal charges, include sex trafficking and engaging in prostitution. This day come just a month before they set to go to trial. This is how the message is reading, how it was literally put in here as if somebody was typing on a keyboard. Like, why would they even put this on here? But I'm reading this to you because this is the reality, okay? A grand jury probe, okay, put Mr. Combs in jail last year on charges of conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution, right? So, and if I read the actual verbiage on here, you couldn't even freaking understand what the hell the person was even trying to type on here, to be honest with you. It was a whole bunch of gibber shit. So I'm going to read a better one here. Sean Diddy Combs has been hit with here we go, here's a better one. 2 new criminal charges include sex trafficking, engaging in prostitution just a month before he was set to go to trial. Now, his trial, people, is next month. And we talked about this. We're talking about him going to court next month and his attorneys quitting the case, right? So how many sex trafficking charges can you get before they just go, bro, what attorney can take this case on? It's just like, bro, sex trafficking, you have 100 of these, then you got all these parties. I'm going to pull up in just one moment so you guys can see something. Let me read this too. The new accusations made public on Friday in a Manhattan court include the allegations of more criminal offenses against another victim. Prosecutors allege that Mr. Combs recruited, transported, and forced this victim to engage in sex acts and prostitution from 2021 all the way to 2024. We got 100 people in the live stream, baby.
Make some noise!
Join us today in the live stream. We're spinning that wheel, giving out some money already because we had 100 people in the damn building. Make sure all of you smack that like button if you're watching it live right here on your mobile device. Make sure you hit that damn like button right now. Bang, bang. That's how you do it. And if we can go up right now, guys, if we can hit 50 likes in the next 30 seconds, I'll give a lucky person $100 in the chat right now. That's all I'm saying. So check this out. The hip-hop mogul has denied all allegations against him, and his legal team argued that the charges were based on consensual activities. Okay, here's what I want to ask you guys. Okay, if Diddy's doing all this stuff and these people basically said, look, these people they wanted to do this. They wanted to do it. If it comes back and all these women, men, boys, kids, whatever the case may be, let's not go to the children at the moment. Let's talk about men and women to start. If all this is true, okay, do you think that he should be found guilty if the women and men actually wanted to partake in this stuff? If they wanted and it was consensual and they wanted to go state to state, they wanted to do X, Y, Z, do you think that he should be charged with this? I'm asking you this question for a reason. Because his team is looking to go after these people saying, you wanted to do it X, Y, Z, and I'm going to try to get what you think in your mind. If you think they actually wanted to perform these acts, do you think Diddy should be in trouble if they wanted to do the shit? That's my question. And if you're watching us live and you're stressed out at all, sit back and do what?
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.
That's my cue to sip my coffee. Now, is his life in danger? Now, if he's in jail, you can imagine this, people watching this. If he's in jail and he knows X, Y, Z, he knows stuff about every single, listen, I have this Gene Deal, a speaker. This was an old bodyguard. I showed this picture before. I have a bunch of videos I want to show you with him talking, saying that he knows a lot about what he said about Tupac and about Biggie and this and that. And this bodyguard is just letting loose and spilling the beans, people. Spilling the beans on his own person. Okay? Spilling the beans on his own person. In the chat right now, STEM Player Music said Kanye to go.
Make some noise!
Kanye's a whole nother conversation, right? So If you take a look at Diddy in jail, is his life in danger? You're talking about a guy, okay, who's sitting there behind bars. Everybody, every celebrity that has stories about them don't want them to be told. Even if they're not guilty of anything bad, even if they're not something that's illegal, they don't want these stories to get out. So all of these celebrities at these parties, which I have a lot of pictures that I can pull up here in just one moment, okay? And what I'm saying is, when I pull these up, let me see if I have a better situation here for you. I got the prison time here at the bottom, and I got who's next. These white parties. If you were invited to one of these white parties, you were considered a celebrity. You were considered someone who they actually wanted to be there. You were considered someone, hey, if you were on the list to get, hey, you got invited to the Diddy party, then you must be someone important. So everybody wanted to go. And I have a whole bunch of celebrities on here that I want to pull up and show you. But before I get into that, if you're watching it live right now, my question is this. How many people, if you're in the chat right now, you were invited to a Diddy party, would you go? Yes or no? I'm not talking about after the fact, all this shit. I'm talking about if you didn't know that the man was in trouble, if you didn't know shit was going on, would you go to the Diddy party? I would go, personally. A lot of people will say no, but I will tell you that I'd be there because these parties were for all these freaking rich and famous people. And here's why I would personally go. A lot of people would not go. A lot of people wouldn't, whatever. Would or wouldn't is up to you. For me, I'm looking at it like this is an opportunity to get to a party where I can enjoy myself. I can meet some new people. I can shake some hands. All these celebrities have contacts. If you meet LeBron James at the parties, you want to go to basketball games. You want to go to basketball. You want to do all kind of new things. You want to meet with actresses and actors, and there's every type of genre are at these damn parties, right? And everyone's like, well, a lot of people said they wouldn't go, and you know what it is? Some people really wouldn't go because they just didn't like Diddy or don't like parties. But a lot of people would, because shaking those hands of those people puts you into a whole different light of life in a lot of ways, because you have these contacts now that you can pick up the phone, right? You can pick up your phone. By the way, if you have your damn phone, pick up and smack the like button. If you pick up your phone and say, hey, what's going on, man? How was party? Was great. Yeah, let's get together. You just enter a whole new chapter. The problem is the things that were going on at the parties, right? So that's why we're getting into right now. We're talking about this for a second. Let's go to this for a second. Diddy prison time in the chat. How long do you think Diddy is going to be in jail? How long do you think Diddy's going to jail for? The case is just around the corner now. And the new charges, today it popped up on the computer again. 2 more sex trafficking charges. How many sex trafficking charges can somebody actually get? Like once you hit 2, it's like, that's a lot. Now you got 8, 9, 10. You're like, all right, well, look, we got 10 charges. Sex trafficking. All this shit's going on. Murder charges, allegedly. People involved. All like friends that were at the parties involved. I'm going to pull up some pictures in just one moment. Why we're talking about this today is because we are right around the corner. Okay. Nora Beaven, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. How are you? Pops in the house, we appreciate you. Rambo's in the building, we appreciate you. Who else in the chat right now that's new in the building? That is Adrian's in the building. How do you doing?
Make some noise!
People coming to the damn live stream, okay, if it's your first time. If you've been here before, we brought this conversation up. And why this is so important is I sat back and I said, how many freaking charges can someone get before these attorneys just go, bro, just got to take the shit off, and you know what I mean? One of his attorneys quit, and I explained that. One of his main attorneys that he hired from day one quit the case. It's a horrible time to quit the case when you're about to go to trial next month. What is it, May 5th? He's going to trial, and people obviously are pretty damn excited in many ways. Some are excited because they want him to go to jail. Some are excited because they just want the shit to be over. Some are excited because they're like, man, this is going to be, I've been talking about this, saying this is going to be the biggest trial in the history of America. And I will tell you this, I bet you this will be the biggest trial in America, probably for all of us to live. I'm just saying, there's nothing bigger than this. And I compared it to like the O.J. Simpson thing, right? And I said, O.J. Simpson, right? Let me get to that. Here it is. Here's a projected time here. And there's a picture of Diddy, obviously, in his little jumpsuit there. What I'm saying is, this is the biggest case because there's so many celebrities that are involved that people are questioning. And everybody in the chat, you know what time it is. And we're going to play this little game right now to see something right now in the building. Let me read something here. Iconolastic Philosophy said, this guy is a human equivalent of a live notification, loud, unnecessary, and always late to the party. I got to read that again. I got to read that again later. I have no idea, but I'm going to read that shit again. People that are coming to the chat right now, watch it live, smack the like button. The prison time sentence. Now, here's what I want to get to right now. The question I have for you guys really is who is next? And why this is important is because I'm going to explain to you here in a second. And I want to know what you think about it. So Usher, obviously, is a question I have. Because Usher, if they go way back when, Usher was someone, obviously, that went with Diddy and was brought up with Diddy and apparently now brought up that Diddy did some wild, and there's accusations what he did to Usher and yada, yada, yada. But after, Usher comes up, becomes a star, he brings in Justin Bieber. And why this is important, I talked about it before, why I'm mentioning this again, here's why. Because Justin Bieber is walking around and he's not looking that good. Justin Bieber is walking around looking super, super unhealthy, okay? And I'm just saying this because you grow up, you do certain things. But when I'm looking at this guy here, and I compared his pictures before, and what's hard to, I guess, fathom is a lot of people grow up listening to these famous musicians. They grow up listening to these people that they're their idols, or they go watch them all the time. And it's important. And if you're in the building right now,
Make some noise!
put where you are from in the chat right now. We got over 200 people in the building. Everybody in the chat, put where you are from right now. Drop it into the chat right now. Put your freaking state, put your city in the chat. Drop it in there right now. And if you are from, if you're from another country, you're not from the U.S., then put your country out there right now. But I'm going to drop mine in the chat right now so you guys know where I'm based. First time joining us today. I'm based down here in Miami, originally from up north. Born in Pennsylvania, grew up in New Jersey, and I live in Miami. It's hot as hell here. I'm just telling you right now. It is hot as balls down here. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. But the reality is it's hot as balls. Okay? I'm waking up and I'm sweating. I'm based in Miami. And so at this moment, Brittany just came by the room. She said, we're getting ready to spin that wheel, give out some money today. People in the chat right now, put 200 in the chat. People, drop 200 in the chat because we got 2 people spinning the wheel, making some money today because we already hit over 200 people. And one more chance right now for a giveaway while we're on now. I'm going to tell you right now, 26 likes, over 200 people in the live stream. If you're watching the damn live stream right now and you want to make some freaking money, double tap your screen if you're watching on your mobile device. And if you're on your computer, hit the thumbs up button. Double tap your screen, hit the like button, run it up right now. Hit over 50 likes in the next 30 seconds and give a lucky person $100 right now on the live stream. So what I want to, we're going to spin the wheel once right now because people are in the building right now. We're going to spin it one time right now as I go in. By the way, we got a lot more to talk about right now, so stay put. But hold on a second. We're going to spin the wheel right now. We got a lucky person that's in the building right now that we're going to select. So put pick me in the chat. If you just joined us right now, we're talking about Diddy. We're talking about life behind bars, the difference of being a superstar, celebrity, mansions. I got all the pictures I'm going to show you in a second about the raid, all that happened down here in Miami, out there in his LA house. You know, you go from living a pretty damn substantial life, living a whole nother situation. It's okay. A whole nother situation that people are like, damn, I want that, bro. Like, I want that life. You know what I'm saying? And now you're behind bars. Shit is not looking that good. All right. In the chat right now, we got a lucky person that's going to get selected. In the chat right now, everybody put Diddy in the chat. A lucky person that is a subscriber of the show. A lucky person that hits the like button. A lucky person that puts Diddy in the chat is going to be selected right now to spin the wheel as we're talking about some crazy shit with Diddy and the trial that is coming up next month. People better get ready for that. Here we go right now. We're picking a lucky person on the screen. Here we go. I'm going to put a winner in the chat right now. People join us. I love you guys joining our show every damn day. We got a winner we're picking right now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got a winner, baby. I'm going to drop it in the chat right now. Here we go. Here we go. You know, I'm going to put the wheel in the damn thing too if you're coming into the building right now. Bang. Roger was just selected on the screen, baby. Let's go. Let's get that wheel spinning. Go ahead and spin it up for Roger right now. Everybody put a cash money symbol in the chat right now. I can't guarantee anything. It's spinning like crazy. It's spinning like crazy. Make sure you got a PayPal account because it will go right to your freaking account after the show. Make sure you got a PayPal account because it's spinning crazy. Here we go. I can't guarantee shit, but here we go. You guys can see it spinning. Smack the damn like button. How we feeling? I'm gonna announce all your names in the chat here in just one moment. As we slow down. Here we go. We got a freaking pass again. By the way, you got to pass to someone else. Roger in the chat. Pick me. Roger in the building. My uncle, by the way. He's going to pick a lucky person in the chat right now that's going to win. So if you're in the chat right now, say pick me. Roger's going to pick you to spin the wheel. And I'm going to continue talking for a minute until he selects somebody about what's going on in this Diddy case, life behind bars, and the fear that Diddy has in jail. Because a lot of people got a bullseye on his back. A lot of people have a bullseye on his back because, like, look, we want his ass gone. Why? Because he's got a lot of information, okay? And you see here, Gene Deal, the security guard I was telling you about, I'm going to tell you a quick little story if you haven't seen our show yet. Gene Deal basically said he's been in a lot of positions with Diddy being a security guard, and he's seen a lot of freaky shit going on. All right. And when I say freaky shit, I'm just saying shit that you don't really see on a normal basis. Things that celebrities are doing behind closed doors, men, women, a whole bunch of shit, parties, things happening. And I'm just going to tell you, I think Gene Deal is getting famous from telling these stories. I kind of think it's a little off, though, that your security guard is spilling the beans, whether he's spilling the beans because he wants to get himself out of trouble or he's spilling the beans because, look, I don't give a shit now or he had something against Diddy because Diddy's ass is in jail. But the thing is, what I don't understand is this. This guy will never get a freaking bodyguard job ever again. He will never get a freaking bodyguard job again after telling on your own people. All right, in the building right now, who's spinning the wheel? Who's spinning the wheel? All right, Richard. Pop's in the building. Here we go. Let's spin it. Let's spin it. Brittany's in the chat right now. Brittany's going to spin the wheel. Here she goes. Bang. Okay, now you see we're spinning crazy right now, people. You know what? Pops, it's time to make some money. Almost 3,000 viewers today on today's show already. In the building right now.
Make some noise!
New subscriber.
Here we go. This second person spinning already. We had 300 people in today's show. We're going to spin it 3 times. Here we go. Where we at? Oh, we got a lucky 10. Okay, we got $10 going out. Hey, there's nothing like a quick $10 bill. $10, pay some gas money out there. Unless you got a Tesla, which we're not going to go into today's show today. We're not going into today's show talking about Teslas and Trump and Elon Musk today because you know it gets a little crazy in here. We start going down that road. You guys know that. So $10 going out in the chat right now to a lucky winner. Pops in the building, wins $10 a day on today's show. We'll go out there and put money in a gas tank out there. Maybe get him some lunch out there. With taxes nowadays and tariffs, maybe not. Subway might be $30. So we're not really sure how that's going to work out. But all love, it's 10 up right there, making some money. So let's move on to a piece of the pie right now I want to talk about. I want to talk about the prison time, and I want to talk about who's next. All right. So let me pull some pictures up. We're playing a game here today. And we're going to pull up here. Guys, yes or no in the chat. That's all I want to get when I drop these pictures in the chat. Okay, I want you to tell me. Yes or no. Is Usher going to jail? Yes or no. Drop it in the chat. Is Usher involved in this case? Did Usher, the attorney said when the trial starts, they're going to name a bunch of people that are going to jail. Do you understand what I'm saying right now, people? They said when the trial starts in May 5th, they have a long list of people that are going to jail. The attorney said it right on the damn news, said, I have factual evidence that I'm not getting them arrested now. We're going to do that. People might be flight risks and things they don't know about people. Is Usher going to jail? Yes or no? Drop it in the chat. And we're getting ready to put it right now in the building. Okay? Yes or no in the chat, people. Here we go. Moving on to the next person right now. Everybody play along. Someone in the chat is going to make some money in the building just for guessing right answer. Here we go. Jay-Z. Is Jay-Z going to jail? Yes or no in the chat. We're over 200 people in the damn building right now. Put Jay-Z in the chat, put yes or no. Let me know. Is he going to jail? Yes or no? We got 43 likes on the platform this morning. Everybody in the building right now, if we can get to 70 likes in the next 30 seconds, I'll give a lucky person $100 in the chat. You guys hear me right now? You guys hear me right now in the damn building? Make sure you do it. Is Jay-Z going to jail? Yes or no? Drop it in the damn chat right now. Everyday Media is in the building.
Make some noise!
Here we go. Nicodemus, how you feeling? True's in the building. Grace is in the building. I got to say all your damn names right now. If I didn't say your name, I apologize. And if you're here for the first time in the chat, if you're here for the first time in the freaking live stream, put first time, and you're going to see everybody welcome you in the chat right now. Sheila, how you doing? Sheila, I apologize. If you're in the building right now, show some love. And if someone's new in the chat, say, it's my first time. Everybody's going to show you some love right now. Watch and see, people in the chat right now. Angel, how you doing? Welcome to the freaking live stream. Everybody put Angel in the chat. Show some love. Put an A in the chat and show some love to some new people. Sheila's in the building for the first time. Put an S in the chat. Let Sheila know that we love and appreciate her coming into the damn building right now. Everybody in the building. Here we go right now. How about this person? Is she going to jail? Is Oprah going to jail? Yes or no in the chat. I'm trying to get your take on this, people. RB, how the hell are you doing?
Make some noise!
People in the chat, is Oprah going to jail? Yes or no? Drop it in the damn chat right now. A lot of people are going to say yes. A lot of people are going to say no. Oprah, okay, by the way, Oprah, people are saying, this is what I'm hearing, word on the street, okay? Word on the street is Oprah was pretty damn close to the connection of what was going on at the Diddy Parties. I don't know. That's allegedly, okay? I don't know. Saying that right now. I don't know. You guys hear me? But I'm asking you in the chat right now. By the way, people on the live stream, we had some people coming here, and people actually are going on dates from our live stream. Just telling them, I'm not going to shout it out. I got a message about it. But I want to let you know right now in the chat, people coming in. Donald J. Plump came to the building and said, is Trump going to jail? Trump going to jail. If you voted for Trump, put Trump in the chat. Let Donald J. Plump know what's going on in the building right now. People, let me see. Larry said, this is my first time in the chat. My name is Larry. Oprah is not going to jail. Larry, welcome to the live stream. We greatly appreciate you. Love having you here. People coming to the chat right now. Stacey Jones said she's a mastermind behind it. Said she's going to jail. Okay, people coming to the chat right now. Have a conversation about this in the morning. This is important. We got a lot of Trump supporters in the building right now. Donald J. Plump said Trump and Epstein. Every time I type in Epstein, I see every celebrity, so I can't confirm anything because everybody was hanging out with Epstein, right? It's like everybody hanging out with Diddy. Don't really know shit. Next person in line. Here we go, people. How about this person? Ashton Kutcher. Is Ashton Kutcher going to jail? And why we're asking this question, people, is because the attorney just announced again, there are lots of celebrities that are going, that he said 100%, they have groundbreaking evidence that all these celebrities on this list will 100% be arrested. And he doesn't say a lot of them right now because there's a flight risk and yada, yada, yada. The question is, people, when I pull them up on the screen, yes or no, drop it in the chat. 140 people in the building. Everybody put yes or no, damn it. 187 people. Is freaking Ashton Kutcher going to jail? Yes or no? All right, now, next one in line. Are you ready for this one? We're playing a game called Yes or No. Here we go, people. Is she going to jail? Ellen DeGeneres, is she going to jail? Yes or no? This is one of those people now that I'm hearing every day, and people are coming to me going, yes, 100%, 100%. Yes or no, people? Is Ellen involved in this situation? Yes or no? I'm going back looking at it right now. I'm reading some of your messages on the screen right now. Veronica said, yep, he's sick as fuck too. Bruce, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. How we doing right here? Let me say the names right. Ismail Raham. How we doing? Here we go. Coming to the chat right now. Join the Weirdo Network. You gotta love. Hammer Time's in the building. How the hell you doing, Hammer Time? Welcome back to the live stream.
Make some noise!
Okay, next person in line. Here we go. And I want to these are some of the things I got to pull up. But my question that I have for some of you people when I scroll down, look at this. I got celebrities on here. I mean, how about this? Odell Beckham Jr. They're saying Odell Beckham was hanging out there doing some wild shit. Now, Odell Beckham is doing some wild, freaky shit. And I'm saying freaky in all kind of ways. I'm not really sure what Odell Beckham's mindset is, but we've seen him connected to a lot of weird, awkward things. And look, I'm not hating on Odell Beckham. I'm hoping we get him on the show. But they're saying things with Justin Bieber. They're saying shit with like other guys and shit, which is his life, fine. But then they're talking about at the Diddy parties, right, with Druski. Now, I got Druski on here, and it's weird. The weird part is Druski's got a Beckham jersey on. So I can't figure out this whole connection. But apparently, you know, you got Odell Beckham Jr., and you got this guy Druski, and he's got the damn Beckham jersey on. Like, okay. And I'm just like, sponsored by Getty Images here, right? Okay. But is Odell Beckham Jr. going to jail? Yes or no? Right? These are some celebrities. Then we got J-Lo, right? When I start looking at these people, anybody in the live stream right now, do you have anybody that you would like to announce in here that you believe that is heavily involved in the Diddy case, okay, that is not currently listed on here right now? In the chat right now, I'm going to read some of your messages right now, please. Drop it in the chat right now, please. Who do you think, okay, in the chat right now, do you think is going to jail? The reason why I say that, and the reason why I'm bringing this up and asking this question is because this attorney just made it clear. They have people, 100%, that'll be, he said 150%, these people are getting arrested. Now, there's a lot of people involved in these Diddy parties. Now, and by the way, I had a bunch of videos on here that some of the stuff I posted last time, YouTube connected with and said I couldn't use that, yada, yada. I'm like, come on, bro. Then we're going to talk about another thing. Veronica said Bieber's mom. Bruce said Oprah. Here we go right here. Let me see. Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Angel. Jermaine Dupri. Everyday Media said Drake. These are the people. Sheila said LeBron. LeBron, listen. LeBron James has been a little too close for comfort in this situation, too. Keep getting it. If LeBron James gets arrested, man, I'll tell you what, that shit is going to suck for a lot of reasons. Because basketball, the future of, like, the history of your mind is going to change. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith, that was another one I had in here on the build. I'm not going to lie. I had a picture of Will Smith I was about to pull up. Like, Will Smith. And you know why I said Will Smith? Because this is his son. All right. Jaden Smith is at these damn parties, and they said some wild shit was going on with Jaden Smith. And I'm like, yo, Will, it's your kid, bro. Like, look, first off, I'm not hating on anybody's dress code. Okay. But what do you think about this dress code right here? And I know they do photo shoots. I get it. Obama's getting arrested too. I see in the chat. Holy shit in the chat. Obama. Listen. The Kardashians, RB said the Kardashians. When you look at this picture, people, okay, you know, I don't know how to say this the right way. I don't know how to say this in any, to be honest with you. I don't know how to say this without coming off the wrong way. So maybe I shouldn't go down that road. But yeah, well, let's just say this. I'm unbiased. So, you know, I tell you the way I'm feeling. I'm not going to say it any kind of way on purpose. But what I'm saying is that outfit, even in a photo shoot, is like, you know, all I'm saying is you might be inviting the wrong kind of people. It's the best way to say it, because I'm not hating anybody's dress code. We all do things in our life. I did photo shoots back in the day, and I wore some shit. I'm like, I would not wear that. But when I take a look at that picture there, I just find that this could be inviting a different group of people. How about that? Did I say that wrong, people? Do you guys agree with me? Did I say that wrong? I hope I didn't say that wrong. But Diddy here is a middle shot of Diddy. Obviously, surrounding him on all four corners are all his, you know, properties and stuff that have been raided. And they came in, they took laptops. They took, you know, all the computers. They took, you know, the camera footage. They took everything. All right. They took everything. And the problem now is that next month is a massive day for announcements, right? And that's why I have this Hollywood versus Hollyweird, all right? And I got the Hollywood versus Holly Weird up here because I can't tell anymore if anybody in Hollywood is real. Yes or no? In the chat, is it Hollywood or is it Holly Weird? In the chat, everybody, please drop it in the chat right now. Hollywood versus Holly Weird. I'm putting it in there because, you know, I'm just not sure. You know, like I'm not stepping on here saying that I claim to know every single person in Hollywood doing weird shit. But if I go back, I'll drop some names out there. Like what is it? Marlon Wayans, right? I believe it's Marlon Wayans. Now we're saying, like, you know, Marlon Wayans is involved in some freaky shit too. And as you go down the line, and look, I'm not knocking anybody's lifestyle. Listen, you do what the hell you want to do. If you like guys, girls, whatever you like, as long as you don't like kids, we are good. If you like guys and girls, if you're a guy, you like celebrities, you like basketball players, you like football players, you like wrestlers, you're a guy, you like this and that, or you're a girl, you like this, or you know, whatever, that's fine. But what's not fine with me is when you start talking about the kids. Then we got a massive problem. We got a super massive disconnection here, is all I'm saying. People that come into the live stream, if you agree with me, put a Y in the chat right now. Am I in the right direction with this right now? Because I want to make sure that you guys are hearing what I'm saying. Now, I want to dive into the life behind bars because this is where I think this is the part that we got to talk about. So Diddy's used to living a life, obviously, that a lot of people in here haven't lived and would like to live and whatever. Maybe some of you don't. But do you know back in the day, you could do things back in the day that was like, right? Like if you went back 20 years ago and you smacked a girl on the butt, people were like, I don't do that, you know? Or, you know, football, we all know guys that play football in locker rooms, we got towels, whipping people, messing around. You know, it doesn't mean just because nowadays it would be weird. People are like, oh my God, listen, guys back in the day messing around, being goofballs, whipping each other. We used to call other words. I'm not going to say the terminology that we would use because it will come off wrong. But we would just be like, pop, smacking each other, being funny, being goof, like whatever. And then you go on, you get your girlfriend. Like, it wasn't like anybody on my team. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know anybody on my team that was gay. I didn't know anybody on my team that was gay. I never thought that in my life. So all that shit came out like after the fact. Like you start finding out all this shit. And I have nothing against gay people, transgenders. I have to make that clear in the chat because it'll come off as like, against somebody. And I'm not at all whatsoever in any way, shape, or form against anybody that comes, especially you guys come to the live stream. I want you guys to know that. I don't give a damn what you are. I love and appreciate you the way that you are, whether you are white, black, Spanish, gay, straight, this, that, Republican, Democrat. I don't care what you are. If you're a good point, then I appreciate you. So I guess what's bothering me is the other day someone said, Diddy's happy behind bars because he gets to hang out with all the people he wants to hang out with. I'm thinking, wait, what? So they're trying to say because he might be apparently gay or bi now, whatever the case may be, that he's enjoying his life behind bars. Is that the case? Like you just hang out with a bunch of dudes now, so his life is good? What I'm saying is, you know, the amount of people that are involved in this is like, do they have enough power as government, as people in the judicial branch? Do they have enough power to put these massive celebrities in jail? And the reason why I ask that is they might have a hard time putting Diddy in jail. Like I'm talking about after the trial, right? He's in jail now, but they might have a hard time putting his ass in prison for life, right? So I find it hard that they could actually get out there and put in place a system where they can go out and arrest all these celebrities, right? And then they're all going to go to jail for these long periods of time because trials take so long. And then Diddy denied his bail. He denied his plea. I'm sorry. I said that wrong. He denied his plea. If you're Diddy in this situation, I want a yes or no answer in the chat real quick. If you're Diddy and you're behind bars and they offered you 15 years, would you take it yes or no? In the chat. If you're Diddy and you have all these charges and you're found guilty, you know that you're going down, you know it's bad. If they offered you 15 years, would you take that yes or no? Reason I'm asking you is because when you have a list of trafficking And, you know, all these accusations. And they're accusations, by the way. He's not guilty. He's innocent until proven guilty. But all these accusations, and if some of this shit comes to fruition, they're talking kids at these parties laying on tables as like appetizers and kids laying on there naked, all this weird shit. A lot of these celebrities at the parties like, I didn't see that. They got footage. They got evidence. They got all this shit people are talking about. And some of these celebrities are speaking up going, yeah, that shit was true. So what I'm saying is, if you're offered 15 years, would you then necessarily...
New subscriber.
By the way, every time I see sub that press that button, people are subscribing the whole. By the way, today on today's show, we already had over 60 new subscribers. I appreciate you. And I appreciate Papa Smoke in the building. I greatly appreciate you. I'm going to read some of your messages. Some are good, some are bad. I want to read some of them so I get your take on it. But I'm just saying, if you were offered 15 years, would you take it? How about this? If you're offered 10 years, would you take it? I'm asking this because if you're offered 10 years behind bars and you're thinking, holy shit, now he's already been there for X amount of time, 6, 7 months, whatever. But if you get a 10-year sentence, right, do you think that is a smart decision? Let me pull that back up. Do you think it's a smart decision for Diddy to take it? Because when I pull up Diddy, right, I want you guys to understand something. When I pull up Diddy, right, on here, Diddy's age, right, being that he is obviously, he's not a young buck, but he's 55 years old. At 55 years old, okay, if he's 55 years old and he gets 10 years, he gets out when he's 65. I have friends, family that are 65 and they're doing great, but you get the chance to see life again in a different way. I mean, you might not enjoy life in the same kind of way. You might be in jail. You might find some hardships in prison. You might go through a crazy situation in your life in there where you might be on suicide watch, whatever the case may be. But 10 years, he'd be 65 when he gets out. But the reality is, if he go and he denied all of his plea bargains. So you guys know, coming into the live stream right now, Diddy has denied and said no to every single plea bargain offered to him. And this is what's told to us. So I guess the hard part is, if you actually, someone sits back and goes, look, everything under 10 years is like, bro, yeah. And now, if he thinks he's not guilty, he believes in his mind he's not guilty. His family believes he's not guilty. All these people that are saying XYZ, I will tell you this in a nutshell. If it barks, look, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, I was going to say the barking situation, but let's just say walk like a duck, quack like a duck. But there's a lot of people out there that are going to give false accusations. We got a lot of celebrities out there. When they went after Jay-Z, Jay-Z sued him back, countersued him, said, bullshit, they dropped the case, right? So all the money in the world that Diddy has, he's got plenty of money. The whole Cassie situation is why, in fact, I think it started to climb. Like Cassie, if he would have just paid Cassie from the start, when she said, I want this, if he would have paid her, that could have been gone. But he took too long. She still got paid a settlement. And then all these photos of Cassie getting her ass beat in a hotel started to leak, right? Started to leak. And that's where all these stars sitting out here, right? All these stars sitting out here on the ground at these parties. These people are nervous as shit. And I know, I get it. I'd be nervous too. I mean, think about it. You're at these parties. And by the way, I believe, I don't know why I didn't pull this up earlier, but I probably should have. Let me see if I actually have the Cassie. I don't know where the hell the damn shit went, but I definitely have Cassie pictures and videos and all this shit of Cassie, on here. I don't know if it got deleted or whatnot, but I want to make sure that I show you guys something, because this is what I think was the key component. If you're watching it live right now in the building, I want to ask you guys something real quick. This is where I think, the whole situation with her getting her ass beat was where the problem kind of lies with the surveillance video and all that. Here it is right here. So I got this picture, and I want to show you something. This is where, and I know a lot of people didn't want to see this or do want to see this or whatever, but I'm going to put Cassie Hotel Diddy. Yeah, I just saved it to the computer systems here. So I want to pull this up here, and we have people in the studio that are monitoring this and doing it. It'll be easier, but I want to just do this myself because I think it's important to show this picture in today's show, as why I think this was the, if you want to say, the outing of Diddy in many ways. Here it is. So here's the picture. All right, take a look at this, people. Diddy in the hotel was just going off, right? And when I look at this, I look at the way that she's on the ground, curling up. This wasn't the first time, right? And, you know, the video shows him coming out. He's pushing her, then he's kicking her. She's on the ground. This is in a hotel. And by the way, this doesn't even look like a, for some reason, I'm thinking someone like Diddy and Cassie will be staying in like a world-renowned like hotel. It's like they're staying somewhere that you're like, I don't know about this place. But they're there. And the hard part, I think, after this video surfaces, all the women are like, this guy's guilty as shit. After watching that video, I'm sure everybody watching this, seeing that picture, saw this video, is like, his ass is guilty. His ass is going to jail. But without that picture, without the evidence of him doing that, there was a different mindset. There was a famous hip-hop music mogul that just ran this industry for a long time, and people didn't really put him in that level of like going to jail. Just like, oh, he did good and bad back in the day. A long time ago, you could do X, Y, Z. Nowadays, you can't. You know, back in the 90s and 80s and the 70s and the 60s, life was different. But nowadays, if you look at someone weird, your ass is like harassment. Like if you look at someone weird, you see someone twice, they can be like, oh, you're looking at me again, harassment. It's like, if you notice me looking at you, you're looking at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the kind of things that's coming up. I think that picture, okay, is what put it over the top. Okay. And before we get off on today's show today, I'm just going to say this. We will talk about this again before the trial starts, but I strongly believe that this is going to be the biggest trial that ever happened in America. It might even be the biggest trial in history. Is there a bigger trial in the world that ever happened? Like, is there a bigger trial in the world that ever happened? And the reason why I say that is because I have to look at politics. I got to look at, like, you know, there was like a murder. I mean, there's stories and trials of killings. There's trials and stories of, you know, blowing up schools, and you see all this crazy shit going on with, you know, these kids with gun violence and all that. We have seen those, and they have been massive, right? We cannot forget that. I'm not going to forget that. But I'm talking about a case outside of those big school shootings and all that kind of stuff. Like, just a case against somebody outside of like a school shooting. This is probably the biggest case that will ever happen, you know, well, has happened in history. And Bruce said bigger than OJ, a lot bigger than OJ. The OJ case was OJ, right? OJ, his wife, that whole situation. You see him in that Bronco going down the street, which, by the way, I had that pulled up in the live stream as well before. Going down with that Bronco, and that was a big deal. But this one, why this is out of control is it's involving all the freaking celebrities that are witnesses, okay? These are witnesses. These are people that attended the party that did things that are wrong. These are people that are like, that could just be drugs. This is stuff with kids. This is stuff with trafficking. This is prostitute. There's all these things rolled up in one. And you know damn well didn't do this shit by himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't do this shit by himself. So Diddy's the only person that's behind bars right now over this shit. There's a lot of other people that it's coming to the forefront for that. So I'm just saying, you guys better be prepared. I'm prepared. And during that case, it's going to be very, very, very interesting. People watching the show right now, I got to tell you, thanks for joining us today. If you missed it early this morning, we had a little breaking situation right there that I'll pop back up real quick with the track meet murder case. And we saw this kid here, Carmelo Anthony, charged with murdering, this other kid here in school, Austin Metcalf. He was a twin brother. He died in his brother's arms. And now $250,000 has been raised for Austin Metcalf, who was on the left here, who was a standout athlete for the death, obviously. And $65,000 has been raised for the alleged killer, who is obviously Carmelo Anthony. Has the same name as the basketball player, but spelled a little bit different. So, guys, thank you for joining today's show. I greatly appreciate you guys coming into the building, having these conversations. It's important that we touch on some of this stuff, but it's also important. We got another message in the chat. Let me read some of this stuff. Let me go back and read some of your messages first and foremost before I sign off on today's show, and I will close the poll as well. Here we go. Let me read some of these. Let me scroll up. A lot has passed by that I did not see. Here we go. Bruce said, look how Justin Bieber acted toward him after the 48 hours together. He could barely look at Diddy, poor kid. I got a video of that too. I got a lot of crazy videos that I showed in the past. I was just like, Justin Bieber was talking and then he couldn't really deal with the situation. And we saw that, right? And then Diddy was it was like a weird situation. And then Richard Elliott said the video of his call to his son. Yeah, there's so many crazy things going on. Melvin said, I would do the same thing if someone was kicking me or attacking me. Ray Rio, soft people nowadays, but look, doesn't excuse someone to act like that. Agreed. People coming to the live stream, I greatly appreciate you. We had 11 o'clock on today's show. I wanted to bounce and talk about this today because the shit was so awkward in a lot of ways, but the case with all the new charges, the biggest question really was, how many new freaking charges can you get before you're like, bro, like you got 100 sex trafficking charges? One of them's got to stick. Like, the plea deals of 10 or 15 years probably would have been a great opportunity for him is all I'm saying. So moving on, guys. Have a great rest of your day. It is Tuesday. Tomorrow we're live Wednesday morning with some other opportunities to have conversation. You know, we dive into it, sports, entertainment every single day. We got another whole Trump political, the tariffs, are they working? Tomorrow we're going to dive into some extra conversation that you guys will get to see. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Leave a message on this video and join me on all social media, Instagram, TikTok, all that. There's a lot of stuff that will be on here. You will see our shorts. I'm going to pull some clips up you can see. We've had over 4 million views on YouTube in the last 7 days, which has been crazy. Take a look at them. We appreciate you. Melvin, I appreciate you. Everybody in the chat right now, subscribe to the damn show because we got some live guests that you guys are going to love to hear from. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But make sure you're here at 9:55, people. My people that are here at 9:55, God bless you. God bless all of you. But the people that get in here early, you guys make this shit go crazy. And because you guys come in early, it will boost the ratings, which brings in all the people to spin the wheel and give out money on our show. I challenge you guys, can we hit 100 people tomorrow morning before the show starts? Can we hit 100 people in the live stream before the show starts tomorrow? If we do, I'll give a lucky person $200 in the live stream right away when we start. All love to you guys. See you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Be here at 9:55. All love. See you guys tomorrow.
I usually, though, when I come out, I usually have a groove, because I'm very excited that I'm really, like, happy. And so when I come out, I think I spun too quickly, and then
you had that shoulder thing, do it like you had the Holy Ghost or something?
I don't know what happened. My hair got caught in my eye line, and it was just almost. Thank you for catching me. I really appreciate that. You've caught me for the last 25 plus years. I appreciate you. Thank you.
And I'm going to keep catching you as long as my arms allow me.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I won't gain no more weight. Thank you. No, I'm excited because one of my besties is backstage. Kim Whitley is in the back. She